Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you a few of my concealer tips and tricks. I'm going to show you how to cover up those dark spots and to conceal them and make for a brighter under eye. So if you would love to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Okay, so we are going to start off with this Pixi corrector. This is going to be really good for those dark spots underneath your eyes. It helps cancel out the darkness. We're going to go in and we are just going to dab this and pat it under the eye. And you can actually find that product at Target. And this is just going to, like I said, correct those dark areas and brighten up your under eye. Okay, so once you have that done, you can go in with your concealer. I use the Nars Radient concealer, and I also have the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. Now if I'm going out, or if I'm going to be out in the heat a lot, then I'm going to use both of these concealers. I'm going to put down the creamy concealer first, and then I will put down the liquidy concealer, because if you put down liquid concealer first and then you're putting a heavier cream on, you're probably going to move this lighter product around a lot more. So it's better to put your thicker down first and then put the liquid on top of it. Normally though, if I'm just going out just a normal makeup day, I will only use one concealer, but today I'm just going to show you how I use both of them. I'm going to go ahead and start with my Nars concealer. And I'm just going to get right here, and then I'm going to work it out and down. Okay, so, and then I'm going to take just a little bit of this, and I mean little, like you only need a tiny drop. Even that's like too big. Okay, so you're just going to dab your finger into it, and we are just going to tap it onto the eye. I'm going to add some right here because I have a bump coming up. Okay, and then we're going to do the same for this side. If you end up having to get up in the middle of doing your makeup and your concealer dry, take your finger and you're going to pat it out. The warmth of your hands and your fingers actually break up the concealer and make it smooth again. This kind of mixes all those concealers together gently and kind of moves the concealer around. That way it's not clumped up and you can get any like excess off. Okay, I can get the part on my nose. My beauty blender, it's already a little bit damp, and I'm going to take it and I'm just going to blend out my concealer. Here I'm just letting you know to just pat it very gently throughout your eye until it's an even consistency, and make sure you get into the corner of your eye where it can sometimes be the darkest. Okay, now once you have your concealer all spread out evenly and it's covering the way that you like, I'm going to, and I've talked about this, but I'm going to take this Airspun powder. It's just a loose translucent powder. You can find it at Walgreens. I'm not sure about CVS, but I know you can find it at Walgreens and Walmart. You're just going to take, don't inhale it. You're just going to take a little bit in the lid. And I have this tapered brush. It's a F35 by Sigma. And make sure that underneath your eye, make sure you press it with your finger right before you do it, because you don't want it to crease, okay? So we're going to get all the creases out, and then we are going to place it. And with this brush, I'm just rolling it. Go under my eye, and I'm just rolling it out. And then you can pat it. And this powder is also awesome if you are a very oily person. You press it into your skin and it's going to absorb all that oil. It's going to keep it from creasing. And guys, this powder is only, I think, like 5 something, maybe $6. Remember to pat underneath your eye to break down that concealer a little bit, get all those creases out, and then take your powder and roll it underneath the eye. And you might see this much powder and freak out, but don't, because it comes right off. Okay, so we're pressing and rolling. And then once you get further down your face, you can actually press it a little bit harder. And go ahead and take this powder and get in the cracks of your nose. If you're like me, you get really sweaty. And then I'm going to also take it on my chin just a little bit. Any of those, the T-zone where you get sweaty, you can just push it. Okay. And there you go. You can see how it is covered and concealed and set, and it looks very, very flawless. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup. I didn't add any of the other powders or contour onto my face just because. This is actually my KDV powder. I'm just pressing it into the skin just to set my foundation. And you can use this powder all over your face if you want to, just to set everything, but make sure you go over it with bronzer because it is translucent, but it does have a little bit of a light tint to it. Okay guys, so those are my concealing tricks. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Also list every single product that I just used, and I'll let you know where you can get it. If this video helped you, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.